This is Alexander Baker of Reverie Astrology, here with a read-through of my article from last week entitled The Spring Equinox from Neptune Emerges, with some added notes on Venus and Mercury Cazimi. The Spring Equinox on March 20th, synonymous with the Sun's entrance into the cardinal fire sign of Aries, followed our central star conjoining Neptune and Pisces a day prior for the last time this century, an iridescent fog parting, and from the trident-bearing gods some new clarity or truth being wrangled. Still in Piscean waters Neptune whirls, but only until March 30th, when the sea god enters Aries, where the Sun met a typically quicker-moving cast in Mercury and Venus upon the equinox. Aries is Mars-ruled, the red planet's diurnal or yang home, Scorpio being its nocturnal or yin. While Mars rules this slice of the zodiacal year, as well as its first decan, the Sun is exalted here. Equal parts day and night, equal distance between the solstice's commencement of light's ascent and descent. This is a fundamental part of understanding exaltation and fall as essential dignities. The symbol of Libra, sign of the Sun's fall, opposite its enthronement in Aries, is quite directly a simple image of the Sun setting. Templed by Mars, Aries favors action, forward motion, trailblazing, an erotic dance of direction and directness. Mercury and Venus, both retrograde, are presently here in the first decan of Aries, where the Sun has joined a gleam and from Neptune's mists emerged. But this remains so only fleetingly, as the swift planet and the fairer benefic have been pulled back through the heart of the Sun since the equinox, Mercury and Venus having both gone through their Cazimi passage and backwards jaunt to another Piscean plunge. Mercury's Cazimi passage exacts today, March 24th, with the Quicksilver planet clarifying some of the Venusian matters conjured by the star of Aphrodite's conjunction with the Sun just a day prior. Following her footsteps, Mercury may serve to help us convey, channel, or temper the fires of what Venus has felt upon her flesh. When Neptune enters Aries on March 30th, it is almost as if Mercury and Venus will have traded places back to the sea foam. On that day, Venus will return to 27 degrees Pisces, conjoining the North Node, and Mercury will be at the anaretic, that is final or 29th degree, of Pisces, where Neptune presently floats. For a stellium of planets presently in the first decan of axe-wielding Aries, a childlike warrior spirit fearing not the coffee table corner of Capricorn 90 degrees prior, or the guiding call of Cancer 90 degrees to follow, recent moments seem to ask a compelling mix of different actions, not all of them forward flung. Yes, Mars is still in its fall of Cancer, wondering, where is nurture? Where is peace? Where we might crawl to reconcile this paradox of violence towards the mother, from which we are gifted life and severed. With Mercury and Venus so close, and in doubly Mars-ruled range by both sign and decan, conversation may very well be impassioned, and it is not necessarily a time for silence or holding back simply because there are retrogrades. From the last decan of Pisces to the first face of Aries, these are times of heavy desire, of contemplating hunger and satiety, of feeling seen or wishing oneself more fully witnessed. Much inclination, conversation, and craving may swirl about these realities, especially given Mercury's mimicry of Venus's path. The third decan of Pisces, into which Venus and Mercury are moving, is also Mars-ruled. Think of alternations between full immersion and I'm done, or less dramatically, shifting communication about relationship power dynamics to better suit their rearrangement. Such can be the moods present in these fire waters. I fancy that Neptune is, rather than only obfuscating or dissolving, stirring an ageless joy, a splash in the primordial pool that might cool Mercury's mind and tongue, and cleanse the mirror of Venus, which of recent may be in too heated a grip. Just some of the themes to look out for. Clarifying thought and feeling surrounding human relationships, better conveying senses of feeling, passion, purity. A sense of righteous selfhood mixed with receptivity to another's desires, oscillating between aggression and sensitivity to the human condition, prioritizing of self versus self-effacing and sacrificial behavior, action, forward motion, trailblazing, direction, directness, pauses to consider which directions and what approach, overcoming a sense of shame, guilt, or self-flagellation, alternating between motivation and escapism, alternating emboldenment and momentum towards one's goals, alongside a perhaps irrational sense of having picked the wrong dream, wanting only the dream world, yet falling hard and fast into the pavement, getting right back up. With Mars in Cancer presently applying to trine Saturn in Pisces, there will be windows to reach through what felt like weighty cauldrons of obstacle and unknowing, and the closer glimmers of the solar system will move direct through the firelight of renewed willpower once again. As always, swim well, stargazers. This is Alexander Baker. Ciao for now.